Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. In this video, we're going to do kind of a list of the things that we've added to our camper that we think make a good Christmas wish list for those that are new to RVing, new to campers, or maybe have upgraded and are looking for some Christmas ideas for their significant others or their family members. Here's some of the stuff that we have really enjoyed. You know, when you first get a camper, there's a lot of things that you want to kind of add on. There's a lot of bells and whistles that people try and sell you of, you know, I want this, I want that. It's a lot to choose from, so Christmas time is a great time to ask for some of those things from some of your family members rather than having to go and buy them yourselves. So what we tried to do today is we're going to do a list of the things that we bought that we have really enjoyed. Everything that we have, we'll put links in the description down below. If it's on Amazon, we are an affiliate, so there's going to be affiliate links. It's not going to change the price you pay, but it does pay us a little small percentage of that. And then a couple of the products we're partners with, so there's some discount codes. We'll put the discount code and the website down below, and that could save you some money, and they do pay us a little bit of that. But we would have bought these things and used these things regardless of whether we get paid or not. These are things that we use and we love. This is my best hits of RV add-ons. Probably one of the most significant issues that we ran into shortly after we got started in our camping experience was mismanagement of our black tank. I didn't really understand exactly what I was doing, and I was using those little pod things that you drop in the toilet. I wasn't using them often enough, and really I don't know that they did much to break down the materials inside of our black tank. So we wound up with a solid buildup. I wound up having to get an extra treatment, and now I am meticulous at managing our black tank. The very first product that I used is called Happy Campers. I still love it. I still use it on a regular basis. We'll put a link down below. You mix it with 1 gallon of water. I use an old milk jug. As I'm loading the camper to leave to go on our trip, I put a scoop in, mix it with a gallon of warm water, and every time I walk through the door, I leave it sitting on the kitchen counter. I give it a little shake. Right before we leave, I pour that down the toilet. It has gone from a white powder in water to almost kind of a light Coca-Cola, kind of a watered down Coca-Cola color. That means that it is woken up and it's working. And so while we're traveling, it's kind of sloshing around down there, trying to find anything that it can to eat, and will help dissolve those solids and paper whenever you go set up at your campsite. Recently, I've found another product called Liquefied. I found that it works equally as well. It's a little simpler. You don't need to mix it with the 1 gallon of water. You just squeeze the bottle to the predetermined amount, pour that down your commode whenever you get set up. So a little easier, but it's a little more costly per use. So since we do so much camping, I still prefer the Happy Camper, but I also will use the Liquefied in case, it's kind of like a backup. In case I forget to mix the Happy Camper together, I've got the Liquefied. I've also used the Liquefied in my my gray tank, just to kind of help clean it out. On the last trip we were at, we were on full hookups, so I ran a lot of water through the gray tank so that I could make sure I got it good and clean. I do that about once a year. I recently got a DeWalt Air Compressor. I love this. This is one of my favorite additions. We got it this summer before a big summer trip. It works as a tire inflator or an air compressor with high volume, low pressure. So it's battery powered by any DeWalt 20-volt battery pack. So you may already have the battery pack there. You just need the extra little component. Turn it on, set the knob to what PSI you want your tire to be inflated. You screw it onto the little stud, and you push the button to start, and you can walk away. It will inflate the tire until it hits that number, and then it turns itself off. This thing is awesome. We used it at the beach this summer to fill up pool inflatables. We just unhooked it, turned the thing on, switch it over to the high volume, low pressure, and it filled the pool toys just like that. I didn't have to drag the power cord out and try to find a plug to plug it into. It just works great wherever you are. I highly recommend everybody carry one of these with them, because you never know when you're going to need to pump up some air. All right, let me lose the hat. One thing that I think is important for everybody to carry is a good first aid kit. We actually, a year and a half ago, we were at Vogel State Park, horrible cell service, no Wi-Fi, and Sim Henry got a really bad burn on his leg when he put the coffee pot on his leg right off of the carafe, and it was a really bad burn. It was a 30-minute ride into town to get to the nearest CVS. So from now on, we always carry a really good emergency kit with us. And there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't know what it needs or what it does, but somebody in the campground will. So make sure you get you a good emergency kit. That's a great gift for anybody. Of the products we use inside, the one we probably use the most that would be a great gift idea would be a vacuum. Now there's a lot of different vacuums out there on the market. We've tried a couple and we really like the Bissell Pet Hair Eraser. The biggest reason why is because of this head that it has. It has a brush on it that powers and turns. So you're able to use it on like the banquette cushions, and most importantly, the kids can take it up in their bunks and go over their mattresses and their sheets with it, and it will clean up and do a great job getting all the little dirt that just a little simple thing like this might not get. So definitely like the Bissell Pet Hair Eliminator, Pet Hair Eraser. Kind of new to our rig because it really started off as something for the large fifth wheel, and that's snap pads. It goes down on the stabilizers. When snap pads first came out, they were used predominantly by the fifth wheel auto leveling jacks. They have now expanded their lineup to where they offer a lot of different sizes. So that's one where we have a discount below, and I think it's 10%. Really like these snap pads because I don't have to carry extra blocks. Like here at the house right now, I normally was putting down blocks of wood underneath my stabilizer so that it was not directly on the rocks. Well, now I've got these great rubber snap pads that do a wonderful job spreading out the force of the stabilizers into a larger area, and they stay attached. You don't have to worry about trying to haul them around, where to put them when you're not using them. I really, really, really like the snap pads. All right, this next one's kind of a twofer deal. When it comes to setting up your rig, you want to try and get it level as you can, and that can often be a tedious process. A lot of times the way I was doing it, there's a level put on the counter inside of the rig. I would have to see how far out of bubble it was, and I would try and figure out how many boards I needed to put underneath the tires on the downside. Well, figured out really quickly that is a pain. So I bought these Anderson levelers. They're curved, so you pull forward or go backwards on them, and the more you move, the higher it raises the low side. So a great way to get your camper really level from side to side very easily. But you still have to deal with the level and getting out and going to see what the level is, coming back, going back and forth, getting out, and sometimes that can be a little bit of a workout. Well, now I added the Level Mate Pro. I love the Level Mate Pro. It attaches, I ran it so it runs off battery power. I ran a battery line into my cargo box so that it always stays powered. If you don't want to do that, you can leave it where it's battery powered. You go in, you turn it on, you sync it up with your phone. I can sit in my truck and I can see exactly what the level is, and it'll tell me how many inches I need to go up on the right or the left. And it does the same thing leveling front to back. It'll tell me how much I need to move the hitch up and down. So the combination of the Anderson levelers and the Level Mate Pro are awesome for getting level nice and easy without having to do a lot of work. Love them. Probably one of the biggest safety additions that we made to our camper is right here when I changed out the locks. The set of RVlock.com, man, it took about 10 minutes, maybe 15. I made a video about it. It was really easy to do, and now I can just simply type in a code and not have to carry the key in order to be able to get in and out of the camper. I also know that nobody else has this key. A lot of campers, they have a universal key. I don't think a lot of people realize that. They're supposed to change out the lock set whenever you purchase the camper, but I don't think that gets done in a lot of places. So you may still have a lock with the universal key. We wound up, I purchased this particular one on Amazon on a Black Friday deal or a Cyber Monday deal or something like that. And then once I got this, I loved it so much, I bought the lock for the other door and all of the cargo hatches around. I bought it from rvlock.com so that I got matching keys. Again, this is one of those partner programs. Use our promo code and you can save, again, I think it's 10% on this, or you can click on the Amazon link. That's also an affiliate link. So either one of those does help support the channel. We've kind of had fun with this. We've created our own Weekend Non-Warrior merchandise store. So if you got somebody that enjoys our videos, you can get some merchandise. We've got some cups and some mugs, some, I'm gonna work on t-shirts. The t-shirts are still a work in progress. We wanna make sure it's something that we would be proud to put our name on, and we have a really fun, neat design. So over time, this is gonna evolve. So check out our Weekend Non-Warrior store if you wanna give some gifts of some of our stuff. And if there's anything in there that we don't have that you would like to see, let us know, put it in the comments below. We'll add it. There's a ton of stuff we can add. So it's a matter of trying to figure out what it is that people want. So I want your feedback. Let us know what kind of things you would like to have in our merchandise store. And finally, probably the best Christmas gift that you could give a camper in the state of South Carolina is a South Carolina State Parks gift certificate, your gift card. You can buy them on the park website. A lot of times around Black Friday or early December, they offer some really unique deals on these gift cards. Sometimes if you buy $100 worth of gift cards, you get an extra $20 or something along those lines. Share the experience of getting out and enjoying our state parks. I just love the idea of supporting our state parks and encouraging people to get out and go camping. So I hope you have a great holiday season. I would love to know what's on your wish list for this holidays. Maybe there's something that we're missing that we need to know about, we need to add to our rig. If so, share it down in the comments below. That way we know what kind of things we're missing out on. So thank you very much. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.